Hi everybody, welcome to Saturday Live at the Backyard Bird Center. It's kind of been a crazy week if you've been following online. We finally did start getting stock back in, and hopefully we're getting back to normal a little bit here. We're getting some of the supply chains are improving, and it's wonderful. Just in time for Father's Day, which is tomorrow. And that it inspired me for today's topic, because there is just consistent questions about who takes care of the young and all, who raises the babies and everything. Well, in the basic learning about zoology and the animal kingdom, one of the things they teach you right off the bat is that birds are considered an advanced species like mammals, because one of the degrees for that is the degree of parental care. And you think about the insect world, you think about the reptile world and the amphibian and a lot of fish. Most of those situations are, once the eggs or the female is fertilized and she lays the eggs, they lay them and leave them, as we call it. Whereas in mammals, obviously, there's a great deal of parental care, and it goes into raising the young. And in birds, there's a great deal of parental care. Well, how do the dads rank in the bird world as far as their degree of parental care and their involvement with nesting and things? Well, you might be surprised. In the mammal world, only 5% in the mammal world of males actually contribute to the raising of the young. And that goes from, not only do they not take care of them, but they actually try to kill them. We know the lions will kill their offspring if given the opportunity, especially the males. There are lots of situations like that in the mammal world. But in the bird world, would you believe that 90% of bird species, the males, are involved with parental care? They provide food, they help build nests. There's lots of different examples of it. Now, if you're a regular watcher, you've heard my programs about hummingbirds, you know that hummingbirds fall into that 10% where the male does absolutely nothing. Yes, they are, as far as they're concerned, after they breed with the female, then they do nothing. They do not help build the nest. They do not help incubate the eggs. You do not feed the young. But fortunately, in the bird world, that's the exception rather than the rule. The picture of the male cardinal here feeding the young insects. It is a two-bird adult job for most nests of birds. Most of the songbirds that we're familiar with, the male and the female, have to contribute to the raising of the young for them to be successful. Bluebirds, if you feed bluebirds the mealworms, you know that male and female take those mealworms to the babies. So there's a great deal of care, and even in incubation, there are the males that share time with the females. Woodpeckers are known to do that. A lot of birds are. The males will spend some time on the nest so the female can go out and eat. And then there are those exceptional dads in the bird world, like in the phalarope family. The males, literally, the roles are completely reversed. The males, once the eggs are laid, the males do all the incubation. They do the raising of the young, or the female phalaropes go out and feed. So there are extremes in everything. We know about, if you've ever seen any special about penguins, the famous emperor penguins down in Antarctica that spend months in the coldest environment in the world protecting that single egg. And while the females go and to sea to feed for months and then come back later to help feed the young, bring food back to the young. There's lots of extremes in the bird world. But believe it or not, like I said, 90%. The birds are great dads, and that's one of the reasons why I think we relate to them. Our parental instincts take over when we discover a bird that's fallen out of the nest and things like that, because we want to care for them. Well, and birds do too. We do know that if a female is killed during incubation, that most males will incubate the eggs, but the difference is maybe the male may not be quite as dedicated to the nest as the female is, and that if something comes along to scare and spook him, the male may abandon it and move on quicker than a female will. A female tends to be a little more dedicated to the nest when it comes to abandoning it if there's danger nearby. So there is that little bit of that difference there. But for the most part, male birds are great. They truly contribute to their world. So that's the Father's Day special of the Saturday Live at the Backyard Bird Center. Please send in ideas for future programs. Give us a like, give us a share. I always say a good review on Google or Facebook really helps us out. It helps our footprint and everything. So hopefully you're going to have a great Father's Day. And until then, come by, let's talk birds.